welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Effie. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and comment below. I am just in my comfy. I love this robe. So today we are reviewing 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 8. Every joy, there is a price to be paid. And we are talking about, with this title, I believe, is Nicole and Mahmoud. Because these two cannot seem to have any joy more than 30 seconds. That is me exaggerating. I'll say properly 10 seconds. Oh, please, can we just get a Nicole a one-way ticket, flight back to California. California, California, we keeping rocket. Yeah, I cannot sing. But yeah, and also can we make sure that she never gets a visa to go to Africa, India, or the Middle East? Because this woman does not need to go and do another trip of finding herself and then find another foreign man where she knows nothing about their culture and she doesn't know how to compromise. Please, let's save her, this woman. Save her. Let's save her. Back to California, Nicole. And let's get into this episode. I would like to start with Rishi and Jen. So we are back to where we started. So where we left last episode, she's now ready to go back to America. She's packing her bags because she has 30 days visa, which is ready to expire. So, and once again, Rishi does what he does best in this relationship, which is give her just a little bit for her to think he's giving her the world. And this time, once again, he proposed to her just before she leaves India. As she's heading to the airport, outside her apartment where she was staying, just she about to jump on a taxi, the driver's there, and she proposed once again. Last year, this kept her going for 2 years and fantasizing about this love story of her. So let's see how long this time, this romance, she'll be fantasizing about it. According to her, it's going to be 4 months he has until he tells his family about them. So we see her back in the state. Her sister-in-law pick her up from the airport. And her sister-in-law wants to know what went down in the last 30 days in India. She gives her all the details. Nicole, Jen, I don't know when you say Nicole. Jen, leave something in your relationship to yourself. This is the reason why you're crying that your family and friends don't support you, because you told them every little bit, every single thing that happened in your relationship. And then obviously they love you and care for you, so they looking out for you and telling you all the red flags, and you don't want to know. And you're like, oh, they don't support me based on last mistakes. No, they're not supporting you based on what's coming out your mouth and what you're telling them. Okay? Her sister-in-law wants to know, have they done the deed, their intimacy? And she reveals that no, not this time round. And remember, she did made in a previous comment, in previous episodes, comments like, why buy the cow when the milk was free? So therefore, Rishi, I'm going to wait until we get married for me to give you the goodie. But he's been there already, love. Fool who's in love. A woman of that age shouldn't be using that. Just think about it. If you were a single man or a single woman and a guy says that something like that to you, you would find it turn off. You were like, what a childish behavior. Well, majority of us would think like, oh no, you're still stuck at 20 years mindset. For her to use it in her late 40s, yeah, auntie, stop it. So she's having a dinner, welcome dinner with her mum, her brother, and sister-in-law. She tells them everything that has happened in India took place. Her brother informs her that he loves her and he's going to support her. But Richie has not given her any commitment whatsoever. Therefore, she's heading to a heartbreak, but he will support her, which I thought was really, really lovely. Very, very big brother of him. Really enjoyed that. I was like, oh, that's lovely. Is he older than her or younger than her? I think he might be younger than her. He looks younger than her. And the mom was surprised and shocked that that he proposed in one knee down on the floor, one knee, and she was laughing about it because she didn't think in Indian culture that is accepted. That was something they do. How do you think people propose around the world, love? Other than the religious way? Like, come on. She's probably the type of woman where you tell her about, if you tell her, oh, somebody from Albania proposed to you, she'll probably ask A, where is Albania? And B, will be laughing, thinking, is their country even called Albania exist? Because I don't think she knows anything outside of the state that exists, her mum. That's just how she came across to me. She reminds me of when I still do now and then, the Meet Me app, and when I used to live stream and I used to do random battles. And majority of my random battles opponents were Americans. And 95% of them had no clue anything outside the state. So therefore, I used to take the piss, especially when they were really, really ignorant or rude. I used to tell them I was from a country called Mosquito. And they were like, what? Really? Where is that? How can you speak English? I actually once told them my dad was the prime minister, and that in this country that I made up. And because he was prime minister, that we had a private education, and that I speak like this. They were like, oh, you sound very English, because we had a private English teachers. Yeah. So if you ever hear somebody say they're from a country called Mosquito, just remember I made that up, and it's from that app. Yeah. Oh, but that app was the highlight and entertainment for me of lockdown. Brilliant. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. I just made up, and then I used to tell them, they're like, oh, where is that? I was like, it's this little small island in Africa, in East Africa. You know, it's in the oceans. They're like, is there any country near it? And I was like, no, the closest country to us is in Madagascar. It's Madagascar. And they're like, there's a country called Madagascar? I was like, yeah. Really? I thought it was just a movie. Ha 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 ha. Oh, please God forgive me for all the nonsense that I've said and done on that app. It's absolutely hilarious. Actually, after this, I think I'm going to go and, because, yeah, I'm going to go live streaming after this. See which one of my friends are about. And yeah, so that's it about them. Now let's go to Colombia. We are going to see Chris from Alabama and Jamie. Chris, this is the first time actually since she arrived in Colombia where she's actually feeling better and healthier. And Chris is another 40 midlife crisis woman who's should be concentrating sorting out her health instead of selling her house to live with her sugar baby in Colombia. Mm-mm. But anyway, she's feeling good today. It's their 1 year wedding anniversary. She tells Jamie that she doesn't need to go to Alabama, and because the trial will be done through video linking, so she can give her evidence. She can testify through video link. Jamie's very happy because now she's excited to start wedding planning again, etc. They go to glamping. When I heard them say glamping, it reminded me of the only ways I say, Chloe, do you know what? We're going to go glamping this weekend. Yeah, I've packed. I've got 2 suitcases. Oh yeah, I need my wallies. Yeah. Also, can I get my Uggy boots? Yeah, Chloe, can you come with me to the salon so I can get a spray tan? You know what I mean? You know, I want to wear that sexy underwear for Charlie. Yeah, we're going to be there for 2 nights. Why do you need 2 cases? Oh, do you know what I mean? I just want to make sure I'm wearing this and that. You know, I want to get my groove on. Well, actually, they do not use that word. Yeah. Chloe, I need to go and wax my JJ. Wow, that's what I remember. Oh, this reminded me of that. Anyway, they go glamping 2 nights away. My accent's shit as well. I can't sing and I do not do accents either. So in a glamping, Chris wants to make it special. She wants to propose to her again, this time in real life. And yeah, so she writes the bed, get flowers with a big heart, and then writes, marry me. And then realizes, oh shoot, maybe Jamie won't be able to read because she can't read English. She wouldn't understand, she said. And these two communicate through an app because even though Jamie speaks a little bit English, her English is good actually, it's just that they don't understand each other because of Chris's accent. That she's got that Texas, Alabama accent. So anyway, she proposed to her. She says yes. They go out for dinner, and during dinner, there's loads of meat, bloody meat presented there. And I don't want to talk about it because I just don't want to turn off anybody off their dinner right now with what they're watching. But Chris says she's not keen on it and that she's going to pretend that she's trying the cuisine. Yeah, as she's a fussy eater. They talk about their wedding plan. Jamie's really excited about this wedding. Jamie's been just fantasizing about it. And part of me is just thinking, does Jamie just want to really rush onto this wedding so they can go back to America and start that green card process? I know something about Jamie. Jamie looks like she's in a couple of years, she belongs to, that website called Only Something. I feel like she's going to be all glamour squad. Glamgirlslife.com. She gives me that vibe. Anyway, they talk about their family. Chris says that her daughter might be coming to Colombia to be part of the wedding. Jamie informs her that her family won't be there. Chris asks her why. Jamie said, her family are not aware that she's actually lesbian, let alone she's about to get married to a female, a woman. Yep. And that she explains, look, her family is very traditional. She don't think they will accept it. They've got a lot of negative things to say about that. So she's just not going to bother to invite them. And to be honest, I understand where Jamie was coming from. Why spill tea just before that, only for you to be wondering and standing in the aisle thinking, would they come? Won't they come? Are they coming with a negative energy? All those things. Plus, she knows they won't accept it. And some people, when they know their family will not accept certain views, they prefer to keep that to themselves so they can have that at least peaceful and happy relationship with their family and live double life. So I understand Jamie about that concept of her life. So Chris found out sad, and the fact that she thought her life was, she had it hard of telling her mama in her late 40s what is happening, that she's lesbian, and that she's actually lucky that she's got a supportive family. And that's a wrap for this couple. Yeah, I just want Chris to focus on her freaking health. But hey, she doesn't care about health. She wants to sell a house and move to Colombia instead of remortgaging her house and going for paying for that 30,000 operation that's going to save her life instead of being a crip next couple of years. Anyway, now let's go back to Colombia. So one of my favorite couple, Gabby and Isabella. There isn't much happened, so I'm going to summarize this couple in 3 minutes in this episode. They wake up in the morning from her parents' house and they talking about how Gabby wants to tell her parents that he's transgender today. And he asked her, if they ask her for a choice, who would you choose, me or them? That's a silly question to ask your partner. Choose between your parents or me. No. Take that foolishness somewhere else, mate. Anyway, he was hoping for her to give him a reassurance, and she said, look, I don't know what I will do if they turn around and reject you. Fair enough. She's not trying to make a decision. What if she wants to when it happens? Plus, she loves her parents. Her parents loves her. They supported her with 2 kids and everything. And she's got a great relationship with them. Her parents, Gabby and her, go out for horse riding. They really enjoyed it. And then they sit down after the horse riding. It was a little fun, where she sits down and says, they just have a chit chat. And then Gabby tells them that he wants to tell them a big news and that he does not want to be judged. He gets his app out. He speaks Spanish, but obviously not fluent. So he gets the app out to help him out. And he tells them, I was born female and I have transitioned into male now. Her dad was her parents are very old school, religious. I'm assuming they're Catholic. Yeah, they're Christian. And her dad was just puzzled. He was like, looked confused and shocked. And they cut the episode there. We're going to find out next week his reaction. We saw a bit of preview where he asked him to tell him everything. He said, start from the beginning. I want to know about this. And where he walks off. We'll see next week.